what's your take on awards, recognitions, and the gospel music industry?
Personally, I feel there's nothing wrong with being recognized. You're sitting here somewhere, you're doing your thing, and a group of people just think, you know what, I've watched you for a while and you deserve this. However, whatever we do, it's up to you and your convictions. You know, it's relative. It's a personal thing. If you feel very uncomfortable with this thing, then don't partake in it. If your spirit is not okay with it, don't partake in it. For me, my first nomination was actually the GMA song.
Ghana Jollof versus Nigerian Jollof. Now which one? I love that answer. I love that answer.
Sizzles.
Welcome to this episode of Sizzles. I'm your host, Sarah Sings, and today we have yet another episode. On this show, we talk everything gospel music. We chat, we cook, and we sing. All three things that I love to do. All right, so we have our guest in-house, and it's going to be an awesome and amazing episode for you today. So stay tuned. But before we get started, let me give a shout out to all of our sponsors. You see my beautiful outfit today? All right, this was provided by Queendalyn Fashions. Queendalyn Fashions is a brand for clothing, African wear, and you can find them in East Legon. You can also contact them on 027-246-0825. 027-246-0825, and they'll be able to hook you up, okay? Tell them Sarah Singh sent you. Also, we have an amazing catering company that is feeding the whole entire crew, okay? And that's Dee's Savory. Dee's Savory is located in Dansoman. You can reach them on 020-826-5038. Again, 020-826-5038 for all your catering needs. Also for our sound, we have Elogio Studios. Powerful, amazing Elogio Studios. You can contact them on 020-400-4028. I'll take that number again, 020-400-4028. And we also have Thick Line Production that is handling all of our streaming and all of our videos for today. And you can contact them for all your live streaming needs, all your events, weddings, name it, call them. They will be there to provide you with great quality work. And you can contact them on 055-710-5445. You can contact them on 055-710-5445. And also we have one of our additional sponsors, SMP Solutions LLC. All right, and you can contact them for all your financial needs. They'll be able to help you put together a financial plan to help you and your family. You can contact them on 0244-794115. Again, 0244-794115. All right, now let's check out the profile for our guest for today. Queendalyn Yurglee is an award-winning gospel artiste, an in-depth worshiper, a strong, focused, and self-driven individual with a sincere passion for God. Her life motto is love, and she strives to live a life full of love for God and for humanity. Queendalyn draws her musical versatility from her journey through different musical environments and mentors within Africa and the UK. She worked as a vocal member of Tim Godfrey and the Extreme Crew at its inception. Backing vocalist for Sami Oposo, Dr. Sunny Badu, and a worship team lead in Hillsong UK, Maker's House Chapel International Hope Arena Branch, and her current place of worship, ICGC Open Heavens. Queendalyn has the following singles to her credit: You Are God, Jesus, and her latest, Utim Hoda. She plans to release her EP very soon. All right, welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to Sizzles, and I'm your host, Sarah Sinks. Today, I have in the studios an amazing woman. We just saw her profile, and I can't wait to have a conversation with her. Queendalyn, you're welcome.
Thank you, Sarah.
How have you been doing?
I'm good. How are you as well?
I'm good. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, so we just want to catch up with you.
Mm-hmm.
What do you have going on? What are you working on? How's ministry? How's work?
Wow.
Yeah.
So much is going on, actually. So much is going on. Currently working on my very first EP.
Nice. Congratulations.
Thank you. My first single was dropped in 2019, and then we dropped Jesus in 2021. And now we're ready. We're doing an EP, 5 songs, and lots of features as well. We have a Cassie Pong on it. We have Dinah Hosen, Ma Abawakoni on it.
Nice.
So amazing people on the EP. So yes, I'm working on that, and I'm very excited about how much of a blessing this EP will be, because so much prayer has gone into it. Fasting, a lot has gone into it.
A lot of fasting, yeah.
Technicalities as well has gone into it, and we're just excited. And of course, I'm in Bible school as well. I'm graduating in a couple of months. So yeah,
wow! All right, I'm queen.
Yeah, but it's been quite an experience. It's been such an eye-opening experience. I thought I understood the Bible. I thought I understood God in a certain way, but this, from a theological point of view, has been such an eye-opener, and it's stopped me on my tracks on a couple of things as well.
A little bit, yeah.
I'm very excited about my life after Bible school.
Nice. I like that. So when should we expect the EP?
EP will be dropped. We're going to drop the first single from the EP, and then the second single, then we'll drop the rest of the EP.
Awesome. That's great. Now, you mentioned your ministry. Of course, you're in Bible school at the moment. You're working. How do you balance it all?
Hi,
Queen. How do you make it work?
God helps. God helps a lot. I think I like to say that when God was creating women, God put Adam to sleep.
He had to.
He had to
because Adam would have probably said, "No, Lord,
you're cheating.
Not this one.
This one, yeah, you're putting too much." But I think that God has put in this chip in every woman that helps us multitask.
Yes.
And it's amazing. I grew up with brothers, and I know that there's always that thing of how are you able to do this at the same time? Because men like to, they're more logical. They like to focus on one thing, perfect that thing, and women are able to take on a lot of things
all at the same time.
We do everything amazingly. Even when we make mistakes, we're able to get right back up. And so I would say it's the feminine ability, first of all, and God just gives the grace to be able to do everything I do. And of course, the passion is behind it as well. So.
Awesome. I love that. Now, we're just talking about men and women and all of that. And I'm going to bring you back into the gospel music industry, right? And ask you this. Do you think there's an equal balance when it comes to men versus women in gospel music?
Vocally and... balance. I think we're a par. I'm very careful not to do comparison because, when it comes to gospel, it's a bit sensitive because we're doing this for God, and in the sight of God, whether you're man, you're male or you're female, we're all equal in the sight of God. But then, since you asked, I think we're at par. I think the men are doing amazing. And I think, especially here in Ghana, women are doing amazingly well as well. From the legends to the women at the top of the list right now to the emerging ministers, there are lots of women representatives in every group or in every generation, and that's a good thing.
Right. But if you compare, the responsibilities that women have, definitely it's not equal to what men have when it comes to the family unit, right? So, for example, you have male gospel, ministers, and you have female gospel ministers, right? So I'm a mother, I know you are as well. When it comes to the family dynamics, do you think men have a bit of an advantage over the women? And I ask this question because sometimes I can get a call to go on a program, right? and I can't go because there's no one to watch the children. There's no one to watch the children. But if my brother, is also in the gospel music, he can go. I mean, his wife is always with kids. He can get someone to watch the kids and all of that, and he can go. So do you think when it comes to the family unit, men have a bit of advantage over the women?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And that's because, as a woman, when it comes to family units, the role of a woman in terms of keeping the home, bringing up the children, is a lot wider than that of the man. The man is a provider, but when it comes to being present, it's mostly dependent on the mother most of the time. So yes, it does reflect whether you're a pastor as a female or you're a music minister as a female, even mainstream corporates, even if you're a working mother, the pressure is there because you're expected, regardless who you are, regardless how famous you become, when you come home, you're pounding the pool. When you come home, you're making food for the kids, you're changing diapers. Sometimes, we must actually credit our men. Some of our men are very supportive.
Kudos.
The ones that are supposed to try.
Try hard.
But some are really supportive. Some of the men in this generation are supportive. I know my brothers are supportive. I know people that are supportive, and they know that this is a call over my wife's life. But then again, you have to have a godly husband, right? You have to have a godly man to understand that this is a call over my wife's life, and I have to support her call to work for God. But still, the responsibilities of being a mother, of being a wife, even being a daughter. Even those who are not married, they're grown up, they're living with their parents, it's still responsibility. After before you leave the house,
they're supposed to do things around the house.
Before you go and sing and come back late. So there's that thing where women in our culture are not meant to stay up too late as well. So when you're going to minister by 8, 9 o'clock, either daddy is checking up on you, or husband is checking on you, or fiancé or whatever, cast a crack and check up on you. Why this time. So, but with the brothers, they can be out really late and. So there's that thing, but then we're in a patriarchal world as well, so hopefully.
But would you say, or do you think that does play a role when it comes to how well women do versus men in the industry?
Yeah, to a reasonable extent, yes. And this is general to a reasonable extent, because there are situations, and I think if we think about it, you probably know someone that this has happened to, or two people that this has happened to, where maybe you're single as a woman, you're doing so well with your career, doing so well with your ministry, and the moment you get married, you start slowing down because now, as long as I don't want my wife on TV. I don't want my wife. But you knew who that person was
before you married her,
And now there's that struggle. Do I disobey him? There's also that command in the Bible where I'm meant to submit to my husband.
That's right.
Lots of things come to play, versus when a man is doing well, he's a celebrity and everything. You marry him, you're even happy to show your friends that Charlie, my husband, is a celebrity.
Yeah.
But it's not the same.
It's not the same.
Isn't
that interesting though? that's really interesting though. But it can be a bit worrisome. It's just like, I don't want you going out that late, being at studios and doing this and doing that. I need you home with my kids. I want a domestic wife and all. But like you said, you knew who she was before you married her. So that can be a bit difficult.
But then that's why you should also, if you attain a certain level before marriage, that's why you should also carefully choose your spouse. Carefully and prayerfully choose your spouse.
But then you have those who were not necessarily involved in ministry when they got married.
True.
They had the call of God on their life, but they were not actively doing it when they got married. And years down the line, now it's like, okay, God is telling me to do this, I want to do this. And then you have contention in the marriage.
Probably. Some people know that they have a call over their life. They're just not active in it. These are conversations you should have. See, I say when you are dating it, when you're courting or whatever it is, whatever term you choose to use, conversations shouldn't only be about ice cream and where you guys are traveling to and how many children you want to have.
And the butterflies in your stomach and all that.
After a while, you need to have real life conversations because there are certain things that shapes you as a human being. There are certain things that are a definition of who you are based on what God has called you to be. Those things must come to play when you're having that
Courtship and all
butterfly
that.
conversation. You need to know, listen, so what happens, what if I become a female, lady pastor in future? Are you okay with having a pastor's wife? Some men will be like, no, I don't want to support my mirror, I don't want that.
Right.
Then you know that, okay, red flag, because probably you know the call over your life, you just know it's not yet time. So you're setting, so what if I have a passion for singing, I've been prophesied to that I'm going to sing at some point in my life, so would you be okay if I start singing and ministering and traveling and you're not my manager?
Yes.
Would you handle that? And then you see reactions. Some too will tell you, oh yes.
Oh, and your problem, it's good.
And then when the time comes, then it becomes a problem. But then I think at that point you need a lot of wisdom and a lot of counsel as well.
So have conversations, basically.
Yeah, beyond ice cream.
Beyond ice cream and butterflies. Nice. Queen, I want to switch gears a little bit, right? And while I do that, congratulations to you on your nomination.
Thank you.
Awesome. I'm so proud of you and so happy for you. So with that, I want to ask you this question. What's your take on awards, recognitions, and the gospel music industry?
Gospel music industry or gospel music ministry?
Still to come on Sizzles.
Speak, the earth trembles, and when you rise, all knees shall bow. Say when you roar, the mountains melt away with your blood. Let's go. Oh, say. Let's inhale your name on high. You are beautiful beyond no words. Beautiful beyond all.
So we're gonna come to that. We're going to come to that. We're gonna come to that. We're gonna come to that.
The industry part is more of the technical part, and then the ministry part is probably what we found on awards. However, my take, and I have listened to a lot of people I respect and their takes as well. People have come forward to advise me on what they think, and personally, I feel there's nothing wrong with being recognized. You're sitting here somewhere, you're doing your thing, and a group of people just think, you know what, I've watched you for a while and I think you deserve this. However, whatever we do, it's up to you and your convictions. It's relative, it's a personal thing. If you feel very uncomfortable with this thing, then don't do it or don't partake in it. If your spirit is not okay with it, don't partake in it. For me, my first nomination was actually the GMA on Sound. And that one was people who wanted you to be on the sound were hashtagging, and then I got selected. So my first experience with awards wasn't me going to bid for anything or solicit for anything.
Right.
But as time goes on, obviously there's some schemes that would ask that if you want to be a part of it, you have to submit your works and all of that. And that's why I have a management team that if they think it's necessary, they handle the technical bits of it, and I just handle the spiritual bits of my ministry.
Right.
But personally, I don't think there's anything wrong with being recognized. Where I think there's a problem is there's a very thin line between being recognized and now having to drive your way through, fight your way through, backstab your way through, hate people in the same category with you because they won and they didn't win. Now there's some sort of enmity between you and your brother.
So much contention.
A plaque or an award or something. That's where the thin line is, and I think that's why a lot of people would rather not even venture at all, rather than be tempted to go that way. So as long as you have a good head on your head, a good head on your shoulder, and you just know why you're doing what you're doing, because we're really not doing this for awards. We do the biggest award is a soul one for God, a heart healed through your music, someone restored because they heard your music or heard something you said about God, and just that's really what the main thing is about. And as long as you stay focused on that and you think you're okay with being recognized or not, it's really not a big deal.
Yeah, and I like that. And you brought up a point, and I told you we were going to talk about it, right? So there's been some buzz and conversations about referring to what we do either as the gospel music industry or gospel music ministry. So I want to get your take to it, because I feel like they're two different things and each plays a different role. But what do you think about it? Let's hear it.
I think it's two arms of the same thing.
Mm.
Okay, it's two arms of the same thing. I think the major thing is the genre, which is gospel music. Now it has the right hand, which is the ministry, and it has the left hand, which is the industry. And if you have wisdom, both can work together for you. And if you don't have wisdom, one can kill the other. Okay? So for me, I think the industry is more of the structure.
Okay.
The technicality of it. When you now want to start selling your music, start putting your music out to probably be sold, or you begin to brand yourself as you get paid to do what you do, there is a structure that has to come to place where you are now managed as a business.
Okay.
Okay. It doesn't take you away from ministry, because obviously even in ministry, pastors are given honorarium, singers are given honorarium, instrumentalists in the church are being paid. Certain people, church workers are being paid. It's all ministry, but they're getting paid for it because this is what they do for a living. Now, when you decide that, okay, I'm doing ministry, I'm singing for God, but I would want to get something out of it, even if it's not being paid to stand on the stage, even if it's just I went into the studio, I paid for say. Now my music is out. Can you pay $1 in Apple Music for it, or on this platform for it, or I'm trying to push my music to London, I need some sort of support, I need money, I need this. Now when that comes in, you need to understand it's moved away from, not moved away. Now there has to be some sort of business structure, and that's where the industry comes to play.
But would you say it's needed though?
The business structure?
Yes.
It depends.
How?
It
How
depends on
clear?
you.
No, because what I want us to get to, right? We're all gospel musicians, right? And we have our own ministries, right? And we're trying to reach the world with the gospel of Jesus Christ through our music, right? And aspects of doing that involves
business.
That's
why I said it depends, because someone else might just say, listen, I'm okay with doing my music and giving it out for free and singing for free. So that's that person. There's no business in that. Okay. Now, when you don't want to do that, and not to say that if there's a price tag to your music, but then you want to be appreciated financially, you want to be able to build a financial structure that can hold your music, because music is expensive.
It's very expensive.
You go to the studio, you pay for studio times, you get BVs backing vocals, you pay them to sing on your album, you pay every instrumentalist that plays on a song, you pay to shoot a music video, you pay to play it on TV,
not forgetting wardrobe.
Yeah, all of that. And then when you want to go international, you have to pay for certain international platforms to accept your music. Okay, and the quality of your music also is money. The production, the producer, is all money. So if you're okay doing it for free, that's okay. Right? But then there's some people too want to be paid for certain things, or get some sort of comeback from that, or get something. Then you have to sit down and understand, listen, this is. And I'm not going to lie to you, when my ministry started, this was a huge issue between my team and I. Because my management was trying to explain, listen, there's a business, and I was just like, I'm spiritual, I want to.
I just want
all of them will just sit down and look at me like, do you understand?
One day.
And as the time went by, and I started seeing, because my taste for certain things, how I like to dress, how I like to carry myself, based on my worldview, also is not cheap. So now they're like, are you understanding us? Or you are still in the spiritual part.
So would you say then that it's good to have, you said you have a management team.
Yes.
So it's good then to have a management team that handles the industry aspect of it.
Yes.
And you, the minister, focus on the ministry.
So that's my recipe. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if it worked for anybody else, but that's how it works for me, because there's still things that contradict each other in my head. There's still things I honestly don't want to have to deal with, because I feel if I have to deal with it head on, we will fight, because I'm bringing the spiritual to the table and you're saying something else. So having a team that is business minded works for me, where sometimes I don't even want to know what you are talking about. So it doesn't contradict
I don't want to worry about
or
that.
make me feel like I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah.
You just deal with yours, let me deal with mine. And it works. It works. We come to agreements in the middle where they're like, okay, so we did this. Sometimes I'm even like, you did that. Why did you do that? And we hear you.
Right.
But there are times that like the EP projects, once we decided to do the EP, the budget came to the table. I'm looking at budgets and I'm like, Jesus Christ.
This is
Jesus.
just, Lord, take the wheel.
Yeah, because 5 songs, quality sound, quality videos. Jesus was shot in Dubai. Can you imagine what that budget was?
I love that
And
video, by
5
the way.
songs.
Yeah.
And 5 songs.
Oof.
So, yeah.
Jesus, your name is powerful. When you speak, the earth trembles. When you rise, all knees shall bow. When you roar, the mountains melt away with.
So the industry, the business side of it is necessary. The industry itself is more of a guild. When we say industry, it's like saying movie industry, music industry, arts industry. It's a guild that secures. So let's say when we say the gospel music industry, then that in Ghana, and that's a guild that's meant to secure the gospel industry, that's meant to speak for us, speak on behalf of us, put in structures. And we need structures because even up to now, the royalties, we know they see.
Nope.
So there's
At
certain
all.
structures that only the industry can put in place, and if we don't have that, then we don't have the structures.
Quinn, it's been an amazing conversation.
Thank you.
I've enjoyed myself. I hope you have too.
I have.
Right? Will you come back on Sizzles? Will you come back on Sizzles?
See? I know.
Awesome,
definitely.
awesome. So you're here.
Mhm.
We would love for you to bless us.
Okay.
Right? And so we're going to go to that segment where you're going to bless us. And of course, Quinn is also going to be in the kitchen
Chef,
to throw some stuff together and sizzle. We're going to sizzle in the kitchen. Right? Before we go though, Quinn, I have something to say.
Okay.
Ghana jollof versus Nigerian jollof. Now, which one?
Hey, so,
Mm-hmm.
considering I have Niger family, Ghanaian family, hey,
Mm-hmm.
don't cause problem in my house.
Oh, no. I'm just, what's your take on it?
Ghana jollof, definitely with some Nigerian ingredients.
I love that answer. And with that, we're going to be right back. Again, this is Sizzles. I'm your host, Sarah, saying stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
The song is titled Jesus. Jesus, your name is beautiful. Jesus, your name is powerful. 'Cause when you speak, the earth trembles, and when you rise, all knees shall bow. When you roar, the mountains melt away with your blood. We are set free, 'cause when you speak, the earth trembles, and when you rise, every little knee shall bow. When you roar, the mountains melt away with your blood. We are set free, Jesus. Your name is beautiful. Jesus, your name is powerful. We say when you speak, the earth trembles, and when you rise, all knees shall bow. When you roar, the mountains melt away with your blood. like the Lion of the tribe of Judah. Say, with your blood we are set free. Oh, 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 Sing Jesus. Jesus, your name is beautiful. Yes, away, your name is powerful. Oh, touch your own bones away. When you speak, the earth trembles. And when you rise, only it shall bow. Lord, when you roar, the mountains melt away. With your blood, we are set free. Lord, when you speak, the earth trembles. And when you rise, all knees shall bow. When you roar, the mountains melt away. With your blood, we are. Can we declare it today? We say, when you speak, the earth trembles. And when you rise, all knees shall bow. When you roar, my mountains melt away. With your blood, I am set free. Lord, when you speak, the earth trembles. And when you rise, all knees shall bow. Say, when you roar, the mountains melt away. With your blood. Let's go. Oh, oh, oh. Say, oh, 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 oh. We sing, oh, his name is Jesus. Woo.
All right, Queen, that was awesome.
Thank
So
you.
powerful.
Thank
God
you.
bless you for ministering to our hearts and touching us.
Amen.
The name of Jesus, when he speaks, the earth trembles. All right, stay tuned with us. It's Sizzles. Queen is still here with us. Sizzles.
Yeah.
Queen is still here with us, and we're going to head into the kitchen. And Queen is going to do what? Throw down in the kitchen.
Chef Q.
All right, so let's head to the kitchen. Welcome back to Sizzles. We are in the kitchen here with our guest today, Queendalyn, and she's going to whip something together for us. Again, I'm your host, Sarah Sings. Queen, what are you preparing for us today?
So today we're going local. I'm going to do one of my favorite local dishes, and that's yam and contumely. Very spicy. My special contumely. Spicy.
I love it. I love it too.
Lots of protein. I'm a protein person. You know, when you have to eat, you need obstacles to get to. So lots of protein. So today we've got the yam. We've got Kobe. This Kobe is looking very.
Almighty Kobe.
Yeah. Love
Nice.
We've got our eggs, we've got some onions, some toast, tomatoes, some maple pepper. We've got some avocado for garnishing when we're done. I like to use the pebble salt.
Okay.
Personally, it's better than the iodized one. We've got
Okay.
some tinned tomatoes. We've got some lovely palm oil. We've got some blended ginger, garlic, spices. You need that. We've got wole, tuna kakra, salmon kakra,
Nice.
and then some contumely. So ready
Nice.
to. Yeah. So today I'm going to sizzle.
I can't wait. I can't wait for this to be ready so we can dive in. Okay, so let's get started.
We were told
So we'll start with, I like to slice my, some people like to blend, so I like the country and potatoes.
Okay.
I like to slice my onions. As you see, I've already provided it, so I'm just going to take it from there, slice it. Either go this way or go this way, so it depends on how big you want it.
Okay. I like big chunky
Yeah.
onions in my food.
Me too.
Nice.
Sing hallelujah.
So Sarah, do you like yam?
I do. I love yam, and I like plantains too.
Yeah.
It's weird. I can't eat a lot of boiled yam, but I love fried yam.
Oh wow.
Yes.
I like the boiled yam.
Yes.
And then when I'm making boiled yam, I make sure that some people take it some of me. I like it. A lot of palm oil in the consumer. So when I pour it on the yam soaks up fish.
Glory, glory to the King. Glory, glory to the King. We declare your majesty, you reign. Declare your majesty, you reign. You're the one and only sovereign God. The one and only sovereign God. Lord of the heavens and the earth, none can compare. We'll glorify you, Lord, and exalt your great name till the end of day. Sing hallelujah. Hallelujah. And we will toe down. We will toe down. Sing You're mighty forever the same. Lift our voices, we lift up your praise. King Jesus, your name we proclaim. Hallelujah. We lift up our voices. King Jesus. Hallelujah. You're mighty. Lift our voices. King Jesus. Hallelujah. Your name is wonderful. Your name is mighty King. Your name is Prince of Peace. Your name is Holy One. Sing hallelujah. Sing hallelujah. And we will toe down. We will toe down. Everybody come on. Sing toe down. Toe down. Sing hallelujah. Yeah.
Queen, this food looks delicious. I can't wait to
Yeah.
dive into it.
Yes. So
Ooh.
we have our we're ready.
Nice.
Unfortunately, we didn't get so much of the pear because half of it was kind of too soft.
That's okay.
So can I serve you?
Yes, yes. Serve me and let's dive into it. So, Queen, why don't you tell our viewers how to find you, your social media handles, and anything else you'd like to share?
So I'm everywhere. Facebook, It's Queendalyn Yurglee. Queendalyn is spelled Queendalyn. Yurglee spells Yurglee. And do you want three?
Oh, that's enough.
That's enough.
Yes, thank you.
And then on Instagram is at Queendalyn. And yeah, I just newly joined TikTok. Still trying to
Nice.
understand TikTok. But yeah, on TikTok is Queendalyn Yurglee as well. And on YouTube, just type at Yurglee or type Queendalyn Yurglee. Literally just pop up, and all my music videos are available. Words, sharing, exaltation, live performances. You can just go and be blessed. And of course, like I said, I'm working on my EP, so stay tuned. A lot of blessings are coming through music from me, and so much more. Sharing of the word, and of course, I'm available to pray with you as well. You can always just DM me either on Facebook or Instagram. Put out a prayer request or whatever you want me to stand in the gap with you, and I'm happy to pray with you. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. All right, so let's get into it. I can't wait to taste it.
Do you like the plenty
I like
protein?
Yes, and I like some willy. That's my favorite.
That's it. But you know,
some willy in there.
I found this thing out a few years ago. It has no nutrients in it.
Really?
Exercising of your teeth.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, absolutely no nutrients. I saw that online. I think we've got some in my
Oh, man. But I'll still enjoy my willy though. Thank you.
Well,
Thank you.
You can never go wrong with willy. If you like willy, whether I give you anything or not, you true willy.
I hope you've had an amazing time on the
I've
show.
had so much fun, and I think you had so much fun as well.
Oh, thank you.
So
Thank
thanks for
you.
hosting me.
So this looks delicious, but first let me thank my sponsors, okay, for supporting us on this show. To all our sponsors, Queendalyn Fashions, don't forget to follow them on all their social media platforms. Find them on Instagram and Facebook, Queendalyn Fashions. We have Elogio Studios for your sound, okay, and we have Tick Line Productions, also for all your live streaming events. And of course, D Savory as well for all your catering needs. And S&P Solutions LLC for all your financial needs. Now, Queen, I can't wait to get into it. Oh, this looks
Tell me what you
delicious.
think, genuinely.
Okay.
Honestly. It's not nice, tell me, okay? So I can improve.
Oh my God. I need to come to your house often.
You should.
Mm.
I like feeling
This is
good.
like you put them in the kitchen. Wow. I love it. This is so delicious. Quinn, thank you for joining us today, and thank you for cooking this delicious meal.
Thanks for
All right,
having
we
me.
can't wait. All right, viewers, thank you for being with us today. This is all the time we have for today's episode. We invite you to join us for next week's episode, where we will chit, chat, cook, and sing right here on Sizzles. See you next time. Bye-bye for now.